The idea of modularity really was beginning there, as you can see in those images, this idea of compartmentalizing objects within shelves or within systems. So this idea of reuse or rethinking of how to build a system to house these objects goes quite a long way back. Also, the fact that we've been building modular systems for some time, and these two images are from the late 1940s. And again, I can see great parallels between looking at these images and what we see out in the showroom next door. This idea that we've been sort of thinking about structures that can contain graphics, that can house objects, can be temporary in their nature for a while. But there was a big push on building exhibition spaces like this post-war, especially during the late 40s and into the 50s. And then we kind of lost our way and to some degree gave up on that idea to go to more of a construction process that was more permanent or used a lot more materials. And in some ways that's very much linked to the economy at that time and how new materials and money was much more available to build things. And it's interesting now that we're almost going back to look at modular systems again and look at their viability as we become much more conscious about materials, their use and reuse, and how much, things we throw away essentially, and how we can reuse things in some ways. So what's interesting about these images is these are modular systems that are much more sort of proprietary, in the sense that they're built and they're screwed together, they're erected, they're assembled, and they're quite difficult to do. And again, what you're seeing through in the other room, say with the T3 system, is one that's much, much easier to use, and the assembly is much quicker. So there you see where we've sort of progressed from these more customized kind of modular systems to things that we have are much easier to use and have a longer life to them. I love these images too, again, from 1949 of exhibitions being built at that time. And I like this idea that you would build, basically stud walls and clad them with plywood. I mean, here's a very labor-intensive form of exhibition construction that was, really has been the standard for a long, long time. And again, now we're able to use technology and new materials to think of things in a much more lightweight and again, reusable kind of way. But just to think that that's how exhibitions have been built and were built many times. And a lot of what's influenced it is the availability of certain technologies that are available to allow us, or new materials, to do things in different ways. And then quickly, because Olson Visual are part of a sponsor for the Green Museums Initiative, which I'm chair of, which is California Association of Museums Green Museum Initiative, I wanted to just touch on some of the work that we've been doing together and alert you to a couple of things. One is the Green Museums Accord, which is basically a pledge that all museums can sign up to. There are 5 basic principles in that, in terms of advancing sustainability within their organizations. And the other is that we're about to offer a mini grant, an Ignite mini grant, to museums and exhibitions and designers and people involved in the industry to sort of spark the idea of new projects or innovative projects that might advance sustainability. So I want to put that out there for anyone who might be interested. It's a $2,000 grant, it's not a lot, but it's there to seed innovation within this area and get things started.